Pat's getting a little bag ready for putting in the boot of the car.
Morning.
Morning. Beautiful morning it is too.
It is, the sun is shining.
We're wearing us t-shirts and us shorts. The summer's arrived. Didn't do a video yesterday, as you probably noticed.
Yeah.
We're a bit busy down here.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Tracy was trying to help David with his
invoices.
What?
Invoices?
Invoices.
His accounts.
His accounts.
His accounts.
His accounts.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else.
So, table were occupied.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It was.
Not that that affects us much, it doesn't. Well, just go with the flow, don't we, love?
Yeah, we do.
Just go with the flow.
We do.
And Tracy says it's been a weird weekend.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, well it has, hasn't it?
Yeah. She had to go pick Alethea up from Manchester Airport on Saturday. And there were an hour and a half delay in flight coming in.
And it cost her £30 in parking charges.
Yeah. That is ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, it's not like it's their fault.
Yeah.
It's airport's fault.
Yeah. There's only one place you can park that's like a multi-storey car park. Well, what do I know? I've never been to Manchester Airport.
No.
But anyway, yeah, that's... They didn't get back while 9 o'clock at night. I was worrying again.
Yeah.
Like I do.
Hey, what? Wandering up and down. Where do you think they are? Why are they so late? I said, anything. They could have stopped for a meal. They could have... But they didn't actually, did they? They didn't even stop for a meal.
No. No. So...
Alethea had a great time.
She only spent 48 quid.
Yeah.
In Marseille.
On food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were down at the beach every day, weren't they?
Yeah, we're swimming at sea, I think. Yeah.
She said it was that hot that her sun cream went all like bitty. So when she was spreading it on, it were like little lumps in it.
Oh. Yeah, and when I was saying on that video that I hadn't mentioned what was the subject? Something about Tracy. Can't even remember. No, because you'd said I'd said it and I said I hadn't. And then when I saw the video,
you had.
I had
said it.
And that was a total blank.
Yeah, well you still keep having them, don't
you?
I
do, yeah, I had one yesterday. I had half a glass of wine with my tea yesterday. And then I was drying up. Pat was washing up and I was drying up. And I was drying this glass up. And I suddenly thought, I don't remember supping this wine.
You accused me of throwing it away.
I didn't. I didn't. That was Tracy who said something about, well, you do. It was Tracy that accused you of taking it away before I finished it, not me.
I didn't though, I didn't.
No, well, the thing was, I cannot remember drinking that wine and putting it over there glass to be washed up. I honestly can't remember. And I keep getting these little blanks. And it's just since the smash. Yeah. Obviously, shook me about more than I thought, because I've no recollection of it. All I remember was trying to avoid him. I saw him coming, and I was trying to avoid him, and then that was it. The impact is a total blank. So I don't know what happened to me.
Yeah.
It must have shook me up. Anyway, that's that. So, sorry, Pat.
It's all right.
I said to Pat, I didn't. Pat said you did, and I said I didn't. But I did.
It's all right. These things happen.
Yeah, well, in 2005, Pat and I, we lived in Piano Cottage in Waddingham. Waddingham was a nice little village in Lincolnshire. And when we moved into Waddingham in 1984, and it was pretty well run down, was the village. We couldn't understand it, because when you looked on the map, Waddingham were like in the middle of Scunthorpe, Lincoln, Louth, Grimsby. They were all more or less the same. Well, Scunthorpe were a little bit nearer. That was its nearest town. But it was, if you had a place like that in Yorkshire, you won't be able to afford to buy out.
No.
Because everybody would want to live there.
It were very much near the motorways, wasn't it? You could, you could get quick.
It was dead easy to get to M180 to go
A15
and A15. Yeah, it was a brilliant spot. And when we bought the house, I couldn't understand why the village was so run down and the property were really cheap. But over the years that we lived there, people started buying property in the village from London and all over the place.
Yeah, they built new houses as well.
And they built new houses, and it really, it improved quite a lot. We lived there about 23 years, I think. And over that period of time, it improved quite a lot. But we realised, I mean, Piano Cottage it became quite a big house, because it had parts, there were parts of the house that were never used when we bought it.
Attached.
Yeah, it had a building that would just been used to store coal in, and attached to that was a barn, and it was knee deep in hen muck or something like that. Hen muck, I think.
Yeah.
And then there was an enclosed garden, and it had outbuildings at the other side of the garden as well.
Only small ones, like little storage.
Did it have an outside toilet?
Yes, it did.
It had an outside toilet there, yeah. Yeah, because, well, originally it wouldn't have had an indoor loo.
But at some point they'd built another 2 bedrooms on, hadn't they?
Yeah.
Put a bathroom in. Because
originally it was the Marquis of Granby Inn was our house. And it was thatched. It was a single-storey thatched building. And then where these two, well, there was the barn, and then there was this, where I said they kept coal. Well, at some point they built on top of that, but it was flat roof. They put 2 bedrooms in this extension, but only put a flat roof on it. So typical Lincolnshire.
But that room where you say they kept coal, it were actually the wash house, because there were a big set pot in there where you lit a fire underneath, and it were like a big drum, and you did your washing in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was totally out of use. It had not been used for a long time, had it?
No, we made it into a workshop to start with, didn't we? And then eventually incorporated it into the actual house.
Yeah.
And made it a lounge.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. And the barn made that into another room downstairs and an office upstairs. I used to have a fetish for offices.
For offices, yeah, about 3.
Office furniture. I don't know what I thought.
What I thought you were doing. I mean, we moved into Brig, and then all sorts came into us head to do with our outbuildings that we'd left, and like Scale Electric, and yeah. Why didn't we think of this when we were in Waddingham?
I know, because it had gone down a bomb, because we built a workshop in the garden, at the top end of the garden, as a workshop and showroom for the pianos. And when Pat got really ill and had a major operation, and that what end of French polishing days, that brought an end to that. Moving pianos and French polishing them. That brought that to an end. So we stopped using the workshop, and I extended my piano tuning round, because I used to do both, a bit of both. Only used to go out tuning on a night, didn't I? After work, I used to work all day and then go out tuning at night. Well, you can't believe it, can you?
No.
Get your energy. So we never used the workshop
for a long time.
For quite a while.
Storage.
And I used to say to you, I wish I could think of something to do with this workshop. And then when we moved to Brig in that park home, and sold the house and bought a park home.
You took up Scale Electric, didn't you?
Into it. I went to tune for somebody, and it was the lady, and her and her husband, they had this Scale Electric track on the floor, and I said, whose is that? And she says, it's ours, mine, me and my husband. I said, you and your husband play on it? She says, yeah. And no kids. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I had a go with her. She was really good, because she beat me. And I got interested in it. And I built a track in the shed.
Garage.
Next to Park Home, yeah. It wasn't a garage, really. It was a shed, wasn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't get a car
couldn't get a car in it.
It was meant to be.
And we said, you know, when you think I could have built a fantastic track. Because I even joined a slot racing club in Gainsborough. Yeah, that's another town that we're on here, Gainsborough. And I used to go, I think it was Tuesday night. I used to go on a Tuesday night, and they had this fabulous, but it was proper, these guys, they were like mechanics. And these cars, they weren't like you buy in a shop. These were proper slot racing cars. These had slicks, and these levers, the things they had for driving them, they were really elaborate with adjusters on them and all sorts. It was really interesting, and I thought I could have built a great track in that workshop at Waddingham.
Yeah.
I don't know, I never knew about it then.
Yeah. And then you got back into painting and
I did,
things like that, didn't you? And it says, that workshop would have been great for all this. I'd have
had a studio.
You'd have had all
for
sorts
painting in as well.
Just don't think at time what you can use these things for, and then it all come to you.
I never did anything in my wilderness years. I never did know.
No.
And those wilderness years were at Waddingham. It wasn't until we got out.
At Waddingham.
And the wilderness years ended in 2005, and we started again in Brigg, and we started doing things. That's when we bought a tent.
Yeah, started off with a tent.
Went camping.
Yeah.
But
that didn't work,
we didn't like camping, did we?
No, we didn't like roughing it.
We didn't like roughing it. So we got...
I think it was flying ants that did us.
Oh, yeah. We once went to this place and we pitched tent and went off in car, and when we come back, the tent was covered in these flying ants. And
we picked it up, moved it,
and all these ants followed us.
Would come with us? Oh dear.
We had to pack it up, didn't we?
Yeah, we said we can't stay there.
We packed it up, and then the skies went pitch black.
Yeah.
What about 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, we were driving towards Whitby, weren't we?
Yeah, and the sky went black, and this horrendous thunderstorm come.
Yeah.
And we were driving to Whitby, and we got to Whitby, and it was flooded down in Whitby. And, well, we went to this site, and they won't let us on because it was flooded.
Well, we kept ringing sites,
and we were ringing people,
saying, no,
and they were saying, no, you can't,
we're
flooded out, you can't come on. So we were really panicking.
We got on a site on the other side of Whitby.
Yeah.
On the old side.
Yeah.
And it was tiered. We were up an hill.
Well, this site. So the water had run off it. So they had a space, and we got on there, didn't we?
Oh, God, and all night, well, we panicked with
seagulls
diving up tent.
Oh, I never realised seagulls were flying about all night in Whitby, screaming.
Yeah, screeching.
Yeah.
Like a screech.
Screeching.
We did walk down into Whitby with us ponchos on in pouring rain to go and have a drink.
Wellington boots and this poncho, going down to have a drink in this pub.
Yeah, on night.
Yeah.
And then we came back.
You can't sit in a tent.
It was still throwing it down, wasn't it? And, these blooming birds kept us awake all night. And then when we went to toilets in the morning, it was just like a mud bath.
Oh.
That poor lady having to clean them showers, I felt really sorry for her.
What a state it were in, everything were covered in mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think that
experience said, don't go out in a tent again.
No, we weren't going to do that.
Oh, then we got a folding camper.
We got a folding camper, didn't we?
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, well.
All right.
Well, that's a couple of little stories for you of our experience. Oh dear, we did do some daft stuff.
Yeah, we did. We did. Don't everybody though?
Yeah.
Letterbox.
Oh, is that what it was? Sounded like a key. Didn't know, but it was letterbox.
Letterbox. I'm not expecting out. I'm not waiting for out.
No.
No. So I don't know what that is.
Oh no, Tracy's sent for a couple of things.
Oh, has she?
Well, she sent for light bulbs. One of the bulbs under kitchen cabinets has gone. And apparently they're going out of production.
She's managed to find some though.
Yeah. And one in cupboard in lounge.
And she sent off for that thing for tortoise. I don't know. She found this a brush that you can stick to glass. Right, I'll have to go lower than that. The Ernie, because if you scratch his shell, he loves it. You can feel it through the shell. Obviously got nerves in it. He likes you scratching his shell.
Yeah.
So
tickling him.
I think she's been looking for something that he can rub his sen on.
Yeah, well there actually is one, isn't there? that's for animals, but she's found the exact same brush for cleaning glasses.
Yeah, you stick it to the side of your sink.
She's sent for that one because it were a bit cheaper, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she said she was gonna. I don't know whether she actually has.
I don't know whether she did or not.
No, I don't. Because she's always on the phone. You never know what she's doing. But she was busy yesterday, wasn't she?
Yeah. Okay, folks, I think that's it for today.
Yep.
So, being well, we'll see you tomorrow. Now, we've got Mick and Jane coming tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've got to go shopping today.
Yeah. Got to make a curry. So, maybe when I'm doing curry, Trevor will video a bit because somebody wanted to know
that's a long time.
about how to make it, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. So
I have kept it in mind, but I just haven't made it since.
Right.
So
all right.
I need to check up
We'll
my
show them. Yeah.
spices.
We'll film it.
Yep.
Okay, folks. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Ooh, before you go, I remember Tracy said that Ernie is a Herman tortoise.
Herman.
For someone who asked what
model?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a Herman.
What make he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a Herman. And apparently he won't grow any bigger than 7.5 inches.
Well, he's up there now. He's there now, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you are.
There you are.
That's what he is. But he's a bit distorted.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he is.
Yeah. He's not quite the right shape that he should be.
No. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.